So if you're looking at the EVO SL Woven and thinking that it is just a color change, it's not. So this upper has completely changed how the shoe feels on the foot. So today in 5-minute shoe review, I'm breaking down exactly what is the difference between the EVO SL Woven and the original EVO SL. Thanks very much for joining me on the 5-minute shoe review. I'm going to give you the rundown of this. So basically overall, this shoe shares the same midsole, meaning the same bottom part of the shoe, same geometry, same outsole, and same overall purpose. Overall, it's the same model. The main difference is it is just a different upper build. Now you can see that I've worn these quite a bit now, just to obviously rigorously test them before I get them out here. The ride has stayed consistent of the shoe. The change is more about the fit and the structure and the feel of how they are. So the comparison, the main difference. So let's go back to the original EVO SL. So they are a traditional mesh upper, which you'll be able to see here. Again, these are another pair of well-worn trainers. Breathable, light, slightly flexible, and gives a bit more give when the foot expands for those longer runs. So I would say the pros of these ones were a bit of better airflow, a bit more forgiving, and a bit more comfort for the wider feet. And these, I'd say this version feels like your everyday trainer version. Now let's go on to the EVO SL Woven. So this uses a tighter, more structured woven upper. It feels a bit denser, a bit more premium. It almost feels like one of the race shoes at the top of the Adidas EVO line, and it does feel a bit more secure. So you do feel a bit more structure and security across that midfoot and a bit less stretch. Feels probably a bit more race ready. Now this is where I'm going to go into, I think, for in a bit who this shoe's for. So if you're thinking that somebody, maybe you're not a full carbon fanatic yet and you're not going to wear full carbon for race day, this might be your trainer where you have the everyday comfort of the EVO SL, but obviously with a bit more security for race day. Now fit and sizing, exactly the same. 10.5 UK or 45 1/3 or US 11 for this one, and that is exactly the same for this trainer. I've probably put about 500-600 Ks on these ones, and I've probably put around 60 to 70 in these, and more or less they feel pretty much the same, a bit snugger across that midfoot, as I said. I haven't worn these for any tempo sessions, mainly easy runs and a bit of strides, marathon pace stuff as well. So yeah, basically the original mesh might feel a bit more breathable, but overall I would say these are probably your ones if you're going to use them as a bit of a race day shoe. Obviously the midsole, everything behaves exactly the same. The geometry of all the bottom parts, all the tread and everything, it's not like you're going to get more pop, more cushion or anything different. It's just the nuance of the way that the woven sort of upper locks the foot down a bit more and feels a bit stable at faster paces. So who should choose each of these shoes? So I will say choose the original shoe. You want to trainer with a bit more daily trainer feel, a bit more comfort over structure. You train in a bit of hot weather like we do here. Maybe have slightly wider feet, and you'll choose the EVO Woven if you want a bit of a more race-like upper. You want to prioritize a bit of a lockdown in your foot. Maybe you have slightly thinner feet, which I know I don't have an issue with, but some people do. And also if you want a bit more of a premium feel. Now they're the same cost, so maybe you want a bit more premium feel. Obviously they come in some sick colorways like this golden one. If you're going to give these EVO SL Woven a try, or if you've given them a try already, please let me know what you think. I'm always happy to do a little bit of a 5-minute shoe review. Now obviously this isn't, I wouldn't say a major upgrade, but it is cool to see a different element of the shoe, and we're excited to see a few of the other types of EVO SL that are going to be coming out in the future. Now this is the shoe, I would say, not just this one, but in general, perhaps the shoe that's changed running a bit and become a real big shoe in the market. So if you've run in it, let me know what you think, and I appreciate you listening to 5-minute shoe review, EVO SL Woven.